We are the Galactic Federation. We greet you, beloved, in the love of the One Supreme Creator. We connect with you again today to tell you an important history of mankind. We must tell you that you have free will to accept or reject the information we will give you through this instrument. This part of the history of humanity is pretty much unknown to the most of your kind. However, at this period of time, many are becoming aware of their own multi-dimensional self and are learning about their own history and connection with other beings in the cosmos. This will make for a great love story for your kind who indulge in such mysteries of the creation of mankind. As many are already aware, there are many planets in the cosmos that are teeming with life. However, they may be in different densities of evolution, as this instrument calls it. Those in the other parts of the galaxy have a spiritual evolution millions of years greater than your kind's. Many of your kind are now becoming aware that consciousness can affect physical things, and your so-called physicists are studying about how it affects the physics of materials. The beings who altered your DNA, or in other language terms, seeded you, can control many parts of the so-called physics in using their advanced level of consciousness. It is not like your mind-made technology as your kind is progressing towards. It is a spiritual evolution of the consciousness that allows this ability to flourish. These beings came to this planet 200,000 years ago and altered you. We call these the planters of seed, and many of you know them as the Andromedans from the Andromeda Galaxy. The first seeding, however, occurred 27 million years ago. The Andromedans came after the Martian Council, who made the first seeding of Earth and made changes to your physical vehicle. However, the second seeding was conducted by the ones your kind knows as the Andromedans. Many of your kind knows them as angels, since when the Andromedans appeared before your kind on some special occasions, they seemed out of this world. With mastery of spiritual self, you all have the ability to change and alter physical systems and other interconnected systems that your kind is not yet fully aware of yet. Many of this spiritual mastery have already been reported in your various ancient scriptures, from the Holy Bible to the other scriptures of your kind. These seed planters changed your consciousness via advancement of your biological systems. This seeding was more focused on spiritual development because the physical vehicle had already been altered once by the Martians before. They did not want to make further advancement on the physical vehicle. Doing so would have led the human race to deep progress in its evolution. They changed the magnetic flux that exists inside the DNA of human beings. This can be considered equivalent to spiritual aspect inside yourself that gives you the ability to discern the Creator inside your own self, and to sense or discern the potential of a benevolent Creator. You received this ability and free choice to know the difference between dark and light, right and wrong, and feel the love of the Creator. This was done on purpose, as it was designed by the creative source and was not an accident or an experiment, like many of your kind call it. All of you are incarnated here on planet Earth for a purpose. This is a critical time that will test your energy for your civilization. The time frame that we are going to tell you today may not have been discussed fully before, and it relates to the perception of the stars that you observe on the galaxy. The stars that you are able to observe with your eyes nowadays are able to move in a very consistent pattern that corresponds with your planet's slow wobble as it revolves around the sun. Earth also wobbles in a particular rhythm, as in your time terms. It is 26,000 years long from start to finish. This amount of time is allocated to test the free choice of all humans as a collective, whether they chose the light or the dark consciousness. Thankfully, at this time, most humans chose the path of light and hence are progressing into the positive vibration. Humans have been on this planet for a very long time. Even many of your scientists and other historical evidence that appear before your kind makes you believe that you have been here only for the last 9,000 years. And beyond that, you have no clue as to what occurred in human evolution. This test of humanity is the second time it is occurring in your planet. This is the second test, so to speak. The first human test of energy, light or dark, occurred in 2 cycles, 52,000 years, not in one cycle of 26,000 years as your kind knows it. This means the human beings have been here for 52,000 years on your planet. The oldest confirmed civilization that many of your kinds have measured through DNA and archaeological evidence have proved that it is 52,000 years old. The oldest civilization that we are talking about right now is found in this so-called Australian landmass by your kind. Some of your souls go back 52,000 years. The so-called Lemurians existed 50,000 years ago. Your human DNA has been transformed and altered. When the Andromedans seeds were planted on your planet, it was achieved by altering the human DNA. The Andromedans mixed in many of their own qualities that they had and added it to the human DNA. Previously, only one chromosome had been present in the human DNA before this alteration, but after the Andromedans transformed it, now has 2 pairs of chromosomes that allows for specific memory of wisdom, intuition, and an evolved ability to spiritually evolve faster. The energy is rapidly changing on Earth right now. There is more ability for your kind to advance in light right now than ever before. Now you all have the ability to become interdimensional. Many of your kind nowadays believe that humanity came from extraterrestrials. Beloved, it is not what we are telling you today. Instead, we are telling you that those so-called extraterrestrials by your kind, those Andromedans, knew the Creator inside them and inside all. They knew about the creative source far better than you do. And they know everything that has to do with the other side of the veil, because they were living it. This is what the evolution of consciousness is all about. At this time, we leave you now, beloveds, We are the Galactic Federation, and will leave you all in the love and the light of the One Supreme Creator. Bye.